Malinoff in the opposite position, the unstoppable at times, Paola Egonu.
First serve, Pietrini.
Well, she did that yesterday, Nabea. First hit through 4 and missed the block, missed the court, and she's done it again. And you just feel the Japanese shoulders dropping already. There's a long way to go, but that wasn't a great start.
Italy serve again.
Good touch from Di Gennaro, but it's a free ball, Japan. Nicely touched by Far. Great recovery. And it's Italy's chance to attack off a free ball. And Malinoff, with Japan waiting for the big hitters to come into it, decides to go over on two. Clever piece of play from the playmaker for Italy.
So 2 serves so far from Pietrini. The second point lasted longer than the first for Japan, but the result in the end was the same. So 3rd serve in a row. Italy starting well. Pietrini goes too long.
Now, this is the big part of the game for the Italians. Service reception, and they've got to do a really good job on this. They've got to receive serve well.
22-year-old Koga. First serve of the game then for Japan.
Oh, there we go. And if the unit is going to be that fragile in terms of the passing, Japan have got a chance in this match.
Point 1 stays on serve with Japan, and Koga looking for more of the same, the Japanese.
Brilliant, and that's what Far brings to this sport and to this game and to the position of middle player. She is awesome, 17 years of age, and look at this for a hit. That is wicked, and she's only going to get better and better.
Played well yesterday, and now on the serve. Far then for Italy.
Good dig from Pietrini. Egonu goes wide to Bozzetti. Wasn't great from the Italians. Oh, but that was amazing from their tallest middle blocker. And Danesi is a really solid player. Plays for Emocco Volley Conegliano, so she was at home last week. But this is a great start from her. Monster block.
Well, making that 2m24 net look a lot shorter than it actually is. Italy on the serve.
Second block for Danesi. Overpass, tied it up, and it's the middle blocker show at the moment. Danesi and Far.
Right.
Sorry, Japan's game is all about control, and they just don't have it at the moment.
Far on the serve then, exactly what Mazzanti would have wanted from his Italian side. Set up for Japan on the attack. Oh,
square off the forehead of Far. Quick apology from the wing spiker for that one. Not a bad defensive clearance if you were playing football, but unfortunately in volleyball, it's away and a point to Japan.
So Watanabe serves. Italy looking to set this one up.
Egonu's first contribution.
Yes.
She's an amazing player. And let's just get this into perspective. So she hits the ball at around about 330, 340 in the air. So that's about 30, 40 centimetres higher than a basketball ring. Next time you're in a gym, just take a look at that and just see how high that is in the air. Great pick-up, good touch from Malinoff. Di Gennaro goes to Egonu front court. And I'm afraid from Egonu's point of view, she's hitting around about 25, 30 centimetres over the top of the Japanese block. So it's all about defence for Japan when Egonu has the ball. Good luck defending that. Good try from Yamagishi, but it's going to be a tough day at the office for the Japanese libero. Good pick up again. Pietrini playing well in backcourt. Bozzetti goes power tip down the line. And that's a nice finish. Well, that's why Yuki Ishii is in this team, the 28-year-old from the Hisamitsu Springs Club. She's got springs in those legs of hers. Fine pick-up from Pietrini. But this is a lovely balanced outside attack around the outside of Igonu as well. Do you know what? I love watching Bozzetti play. I love watching players like Bozzetti. So balanced in the air, such a lovely arm swing, and then add to that all of her other skills. Great play.
Well, she can do everything, the Italian, in the first technical timeout. 8-4 already. Italy aren't messing around.
It's a great start for the Italians, Catherine. Very impressive. And this is going to be Japan's issue. If Italy can play at this level for long enough in each set, I don't see how Japan can compete in this match. Japan will hope at some point Italy go off the boil, they can test them with their serves, break the pass down and get in.
So Bozzetti, the wing spiker now, serving for Italy with a 4-point lead. But when they do get the opportunity, they do take it, Japan, at the moment, which is what you say, Simon, they're going to have to do to stay in this match, because Igonu there on the right of his shot. She's only had 2 shots so far, and they've both been points to the Italian side.
Yep, Japan don't have an Igonu or a Sorokaite, so they have to play quick and complex at the net to test the blockers on the other side. Good pick up. Nice work from Ishina Bayer from the back line. A little bit of luck, but Japan will take that right now. Can't legislate for that, just have to try and play it. Malinov, as brilliant as she is in defence, just couldn't get there.
So Ishii on the serve. Just 2 behind now, the Japanese. So the 28-year-old poised.
Good serve. And Igonu gets the touch. And that's what she was going for, just wanted to hit the blocker's fingers and get it out. Incredible in the World Championships, Igonu. Italy coming away with the silver medal with that 3-2 loss to Serbia, but 325 points in that tournament. Oh, that's why. Oh my goodness me, and Igonu has just shut the lights out with that monster block next to Farr. That's a massive blocking unit. Wow. Well, there's an expression, blocked it down her socks, and that one nearly went down Koga's socks, I promise you. And again, 2 in a row, this time Farr on the diagonal. No way through for Japan.
Well, a couple of monster blocks in a row. The Italians showing their strength around the whole court here. Absolutely no way through. The double block at the moment, frustrating the Japanese. Once again, Italy now pull out to a 5-point lead. Abeya rolling on the floor. We'll be doing a lot of that in the next hour or so, the Japanese. Kumi Nakada put in charge of the Japanese team this year. That's a pressure role going into the Olympic Games in Tokyo next year. She's got a big job to do here with this team.
Yeah, it's a really interesting coaching setup. There's around about 14 coaches for Japan that travel with them. That includes physios and doctors and managers, but it's a huge setup. So you won't see Nakada always contributing in those timeouts. Lets other voices speak. Try to get the statistics to the players. They don't make good reading at the moment, though. Forced to tip. Malinov again. I really don't like that volleyed play from her. And if she looks at the stats, when she volleys it over 2 hands, then she doesn't win the point often. Nice comeback off the timeout from Japan. So again, Italian service reception. Very important they get it right here.
Okamura. The middle blocker now on serving duty.
That's wonderful. What a wonderful set from Di Gennaro. And as good as the spikes are, it's the spectacular part of the game, the part we all love. But let's not forget, if the ball isn't put there by somebody, you can't hit it. And that was wonderful from the Italian libero.
So Egonu now on the serve.
It's a heavy topspin jump serve. Italy with a point chance here. Bozzetti goes wide off the jump set. Japan still in this. Second go for Italy. Pietrini cross court and misses, and that's Egonu's jump serve over and done with for Japan. And every time she comes round to position one in the rotation, Egonu, Japan need to get rid of her as quick as possible. No damage done.
The setter, Seki, on the serve, back to 4 points. Japan now hanging on into this one. Egonu setting it up. Some good defensive play by the Japanese.
Oh, wonderful.
And the rally continues.
Mega rally developing here. Bozzetti, great dig from Seki. And Yamagishi just plays it over. It's a free ball. Fireworks coming. Oh, ho, ho, what a hit. Brilliant. And our first mega rally of this game. We had Kabata in that libero role yesterday. Now for Japan, it's the new libero, Yamagishi. And she just held it all together. But finally, Italy got control of the ball, and Egonu did the work.
Mega rally indeed. Egonu had to take a couple of sporting bites at the cherry to win the point for Italy. She was down low.
She batters the ball. That's a great contact point on the last hit. Yamagishi just couldn't quite keep it in the playing court.
So Pietrini.
Lovely, really lovely hit from Nabaya. I promise you, Monica Di Gennaro won't be happy. The Italian libero fancied that pickup. 243rd cap today for Di Gennaro. She's been a wonderful servant to the Azzurri. Not happy. Now the backup libero for Italy coming in. And this is how Italy are going to try and shore up the pass today. Nice swing from Bozzetti deep into court. Now, unfortunately, if you're going to play in the regular playing jersey, Parocchiali would normally have a different coloured shirt on for the libero, but she's playing in the same colour shirt as her teammate, so she's a regular player. It means that when she comes on for this substitution, once she's subbed off again, she can't come back on the court. So it's a one-play gamble, and this is David Mazzanti just trying to say, mid-set, we're going to shore this up. And then bring Sorakaiti in for Far to hammer on the jump serve. It's not getting any better for Japan. Oh, great pick-up from Yamagishi. And a good touch from Sorakaiti, and Japan see off the two big jump servers straight away.
Exactly what they'd have wanted to do. Everybody knows the fire that Sorakaiti brought yesterday with her 7 aces. 16 in total through the VNL so far. And they've disposed of her.
That's quite a complex set of substitutions from Mazzanti for potentially something that's not going to yield any points at all, which he hasn't. So back we go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. When we talk about modern art and modern artists and people criticise them, actually, if you ask them to draw you a picture, they are brilliant artists. It's the same for Malinov. She's a playmaker, she's the setter. Do you know what? She'd make it into a lot of squads as a hitter. And a bit of luck for the ace. It's all going Italy's way.
First ace of the match. 16-10. A timeout called. After those big changes, Simon by Mazzanti. His team is in control of this one in this technical timeout. The second one of the set, of course, and they reach 8 and 16.
That's the main player, though, for Italy, no doubt about it. I think you can get stuck in a situation where you over-talk players and you give players too much credit, but I'm afraid the statistics speak for themselves. This is a player that can win a set for Italy against any team in the world. And I know we talk about legends, we talk about phenomenons, but let's wait until Egonu's career is in its latter stages before we really make judgment. But at the moment, looking like she's going to be the best player that has ever played this sport in the women's game.
So far, so good for Italy. Malinov on the serve.
Well, great spike, then a decent kill of her own. Misses the serve. Credit in the bank, she's 1 point there, so she's earned something for Italy.
So serve goes over. Nerbea with her unique, distinctive serving technique. Oh, well blocked by the Japanese. Set up again for Egonu. Another point in the bag. 32 points she scored in that 3-1 win against Serbia, 7 of which were aces, just like her teammate Sorokaite did yesterday.
Just a controlled topspin hit. Nothing too powerful about that. Cleverly played though. Pietrini back on. So that's the reversal of that Parocchiali substitution. And once again, Danesi next to Egonu. Again, the blocking units, especially on the right side of court for Italy, Danesi and Farr alongside Egonu, those are the best blocks in the world right now. That's amazing.
So the monster block music is faded out. For the timeout, the Japanese. And Italy, one camp, understandably, a lot more happier than the other. Italy looking to control and dominate. Japan thinking, what can we do?
I think generally speaking, the way Italy fluctuate in terms of their form within a set, I think Japan will feel that they'll probably have 2 chances to try and serve their way back into this game, and Italy have to try and make sure that the damage is restricted there in the same way that Japan have to make sure Sorokaite and Egonu don't score too heavily at the service line.
So Bossetti serves for Italy. Now comes back in to set up Egonu. A wonderful pick-up by the Japanese defence. Bossetti again.
Well, that's gone Japan's way, fortunately. I wonder if Japan would have reviewed that one, because as Malinov fell down on the floor, she didn't actually touch with any part of her body, but her ponytail dabbed down on the other side. So I wonder if Japan would have had a look at that one. But it matters not. Japan get the ball, get the serve.
And Ishii now has the serve for Japan. 6 points down in this first set. Oh, well saved. Here comes the setup for the attack, but blocked once again in exactly the same spot on the net by the official, by the Italians.
Yeah, not in my house is the expression. She's nowhere near her house way back in Italy, Paola Egonu. In fact, she's making the planet her house with that block. Incredible.
Good block by Japan.
This is better. Yeah, good work from Japan. And we'll see them win quite a few points like that today, but the workload demanded to win that point was huge.
Going around the outside of Egonu to actually get through the wall that was blocking Japan. They pick up the point, just 6 points down now.
Oh, De Gennaro didn't deliberately play it back into Pietrini's path. It just worked out that way, and Pietrini's messed it up. And she's messed a couple of passes up as well, so the service reception for Pietrini's been a bit dodgy. And what happens during a game is coaches and players learn about their opponents, and Japan will be learning plenty on these rotations.
Oh.
Missed it.
Missed the tip. Rare fault for Egonu. but...
Well, she says it was in. She's got a pretty good view of it from way up there in the clouds, looking down onto the sideline. So our first challenge, and it's from Italy, and they're going to ask whether the ball was in or out.
So Egonu was convinced. Mazzanti goes with her, so the challenge is in. Egonu's eyes on the left, fixed on the decision. Here we go, the official review.
She got it wrong, badly wrong.
Well, 2 challenges a set allowed, and that was challenged and lost, so 1 left for the Italians in this first set, and quite far out as well.
Yeah, that was an interesting challenge, and Mazzanti immediately calls a timeout after that because he doesn't want to concede any more points. 4 points a good cushion, but he doesn't want Japan to put pressure on.
So Japan are just about hanging in this first set. A reminder, if you're new to us with volleyball, best of 5 sets if needed, 25 points is the win in each of the first 4 sets. The win by 2, and then if a tiebreaker set is needed, it goes to 15.
Good coaching by Mazzanti, just trying to manage this situation. The reason that we're here is because the previous tactical substitutions didn't pay off. So they'd already got themselves a lead, they couldn't increase that lead, and now Japan just chipping away. Italy need a good service reception. That's not it. But that's a brilliant retrieval. Oh, well played on the net from Koga, but not this time. Japan tried, but Italy just scraped the point. And that can't be a great sight, can it? Egonu collecting the ball and wandering back to the service line to bomb some more jumpers. Here we go. Hey, there we go. For Japan, that's a real let-off.
And it was tossed high, it was hit with speed, but right into the side of the net. So, back in Japan's hand. Egonu's gone for a little while. Seki, the setter, sets up the serve. Some good defensive play and pickups by the Japanese. The point goes Italy's way now, 4 points away from winning this first set.
Now, Pietrini has played very well in backcourt. She's made some nice defensive touches, but hasn't done much in front court and hasn't passed well. So needs a service run here. Brilliant from De Gennaro. Pietrini, no. Wails it out of bounds. De Gennaro determined not to be outshone in defence today. Look at this for a touch. That's unbelievable. It's called a pancake, which I never think does it complete justice, because that was world class. Not a great pass from Pietrini again. Super kill. So even with a poor pass, even out of system, Italy have Egonu.
Oh, wonderful shot, what a view. There's a little glimpse of what it does. I don't think it does it full justice, the height that she's reaching and the spiking that she's doing. But a wonderful shot of Egonu. Japan desperately trying to keep in this one now.
Yeah, this is a problem area for Italy in defence. They always bring their cover up behind the block, which leaves a big gap down the line. That's a huge block to hit over, but Japan can try and utilise that, try and use Malinov. Substitutions then, Watanabe comes out, and Aye Kurogo, who played as the wing spiker, scored 7 points yesterday, comes in. She's into serve and she's into play defence. Slightly more mobile than Watanabe. Good pass. And let's not forget, there's a whole host of other quality attackers on the Italian side, and Malinov will not be afraid of using them. Bozzetti with a clever play. Kuroga's service run is over. Libero will come on for the middle, who's just been substituted back on court. It's like Piccadilly Circus on the sideline at the moment. Good shot from the back. Japan and trying to keep that momentum, trying to keep that pressure on in the hope that Japan will go big from the service line and Italy's reception will break down. Nabea's got a decent serve. She might be able to get something from this. No, missed it again. So Egonu on the wrong side of court for her. Doesn't normally play left side, but in this one rotation, she just can't get back across to the right side. So she has to hit the first ball on the left. And 3 points now is the lead. So there will be concerns for Italy if they lose another one. Better pass from Pietrini. Oh, fantastic. So Danese can't kill the attack, but she can certainly kill the block. And a yellow card. Interesting, yellow card has been awarded. Well, a booking for a time delay when the yellow card is held up against the wrist. Well, we'll have to come back to that one, but referee Kang not happy at all. It matters not. Italy still with the set point. Pietrini can't finish it. And that's a really good hit. Yuki Ishii now has lined this block up a bit more. She's a very talented wing spiker, so she's going to look at what the target is. She'll wait for Egonu to jump and press, and then she'll use the block.
So Ishii on the serve for Japan. Still set point for Italy. Oh, it was a beautiful tip by Egonu, but kept in by Japan. The rally continues. They're going to set up again.
Mix up by Italy. Good swing, great pickup by Di Gennaro. And Japan can go again. Koga turns it past the block. Pietrini, easy dig. Egonu, it's over. And how many times are we going to say that on the VNL this year?
Well, back in a familiar position. Didn't miss when the set point was up for grabs. It was a beautiful tip. Defensively, Japan kept it alive, but you just had a feeling when Egonu's in her favourite position that it's going to end. Boom. There we go. Set point. Italy lead 1-0, 25-21.
Well, Japan will be pleased with the momentum at the end of that first set, but Italy overall will be delighted with the way they controlled and scored heavily through phases of the game.
So we wait to see how many sets we'll be battling with here today with this Italy and Japan match, but here's a few highlights of that very entertaining first set, which went the way of Italy. So the main stat at the moment is that Italy are leading 1-0 against Japan, 25-21. But Simon, break down some of these more intricate statistics for us.
Well, two glaring statistics there. No blocks, no aces for Japan. And if they keep playing like that, this game is going to be over in 3 sets in Italy's favour, without a doubt. So a quick look at the serve placement for Italy. Now, sometimes this is because the Italians are serving a zone, sometimes it's because they're serving a player, but against Japan, the passes are too good, so they're serving a zone to try and restrict options. And in terms of Italy's pass, well, this is why they dominated that set, because Malinoff had the ball in that green zone more often than not. She can just run whatever play she wants, wherever she wants, and that means that this Japanese block, which are not the tallest in the VNL, just cannot compete against the likes of Farr and Danesi and Igonu in front court, the attackers for Italy that are doing all the damage at the moment.
So high fives all round. A reminder, we're in week 3, the pool 9 match here at the Hong Kong Coliseum between Italy and Japan. Italy having lost just 1 match so far on the VAL. That was against the USA in week 2 when they played at the Zoppas Arena in Italy. But Secchi, the setter, gets us underway in set number 2.
Brilliant. I'm going to keep saying it about Farr, because Sarah Louisa Farr is probably the best middle blocker that I've seen come into the game at this age, at 17 years of age. Got a great feel for what she's supposed to be doing. She's jumping high and early and causing all sorts of problem for whatever opposition she plays against.
Pietrini for Italy.
De Gennaro comfortable. Nice. And this really is Japan's only chance. They've got to keep working that ball off of the Italian block, and when they spot that there is a seam, which is that little line that goes between the two players that are making the block, that joining of the arms is the weakest point, and that's what Nabea was aiming at there, and got a good kill. Oof. Brilliant, that'll settle Pietrini down. Another youngster on court, just 19 years of age. Gets a fine kill from that pipe attack, so she's in position 6 in backcourt defending, and then runs right down the middle, jumps from behind the 3-meter line and makes the kill.
Farr with the serve. Oh, lovely pickup by the Japanese defence. A little cheeky tip that's been kept in by the Italians. They will go again, and the point goes their way.
Italy are playing some mad volleyball down there. Malinoff, next to her teammate Bozzetti, they're having a great laugh. They're really enjoying themselves. They're trying jump sets, shoot sets, all sorts. But when they go back to just the regular play, nice shot down the line, keeps it open. Far over kicking that one, but don't worry about that. She's already shown us what she can do in this game. So vacates the court. De Gennaro, the libero, comes on, as the libero often does for the middle player.
Japan on the serve, just 1 behind in this second set. And Igonu decides to contribute early doors in this second set here for Italy to give them a 2-point advantage. She doesn't get much wrong. Most of the time she gets it just right.
Yeah, she's playing really conservatively, actually. That was a nice spinning shot cross court, not high-powered. Good work, Japan with control of the ball. Still trying to keep this Italian block guessing. Okamura through the middle. Lovely arrival. Lined up to take off 2 meters away from the setter and then just jumped inside the block for the quick set.
Nabea eyes up the serve.
Tight. Good reuse from Japan. Good reuse from Italy. Igonu, unfamiliar side, just rolls it into court. Oh my goodness. Oh no! What a touch from Nabea. That was brave defense down the line from the number 11 for Japan. There's the roll shot, and it pops up invitingly on the net. Oh, that was a proper pickup. Nabea knew what she was doing there, just unlucky. Good pass from her. Lovely block, lined up by Pietrini. So Japan now just trying their luck on the other side of court. They're going to try and put a bit of pressure on Pietrini and Bozzetti. So now important that Italy block well left side. They've blocked brilliantly right side. They've got to now change their focus a little. And again, over to attack the wing spikers. And just too easy for Pietrini to line that up with Danesi. And once again, Italy opening up a gap just like that.
So Japan calling a timeout. Kumi Nakada this time sharing some potential words of wisdom and get her side back into this one, which we've already seen with that first set win of 25-21 by the Italians. It's a tough ask for the Japanese side.
So using her timeout there, she's got two 30-second timeouts in the set. She's used the first one very close to the technical timeout. So if Japan lose this next point, they come off again for another minute's rest. So she's just trying to create a bit of space here for the Japanese players to think. Superb, absolute cracker of a hit from Ishii down the line, and she has really got Egonu's number on that line shot. Now, the ideal here would be that Japan pull back to level before the technical timeout arrives, and there's that problem area deep down in position one for Italy down the line. That's a little bit of luck from Danesi, hence the smiles, but Italy will take the point.
And take the point into the first technical timeout.
She was trying to hit it here, but just span it so well. Created a fake for Nabea.
Nakada said a few words and then wandered off.
Japan have got coaches positioned all around the stadium, feeding information down to the bench via the tablets that they've got and the various apps they've got working, and those statistics will be converted into something that the players can work with and explained at the timeouts. But it's a fascinating coaching style from Nakada, and as you said, under huge pressure with Tokyo 2020 on the horizon. I'm sure in front of the home fans this Japanese team will be able to up their game, but my concern for them is they still don't have that big go-to player. They don't have the big opposite spiker. As brilliant as Nabea is, it's a lot of pressure on her. Danesi just crawling along the floor to try and get to that ball, but can't affect the defensive play.
Okamura with the serve for Japan. 3 points down in this second set. Make that 4. Now Egonu's decided to sprinkle more of her Italian magic. Leading the points for Italy at the moment, unsurprisingly. The Italian. 13 points, 10 on attack. They continue with their serve, Italy. Good blocking at the net by the front line for Italy.
Yep, that's out. So points on the board, a little bit of a cushion, and I'm afraid that means that Paola Egonu is only going to do one thing from the service line with this next one.
Tosses high, crumbs. We were talking yesterday, Simon, that a ball's never gone through a net.
Never gone through those holes in the net, no matter how hard you hit it.
Give it time with Egonu.
Yeah.
The power. Japan on the serve there, 4 down.
That would be great to see. We occasionally see a ball burst. A player will hit it hard enough for the ball to burst. But I've not seen a diced and sliced volleyball come through the net to be passed. There's a first time for everything, I guess. Another solid kill.
So Italy still on their serve.
Good pick up, Igonu. Oh my goodness, it is frightening. It is so frightening how good this player is.
No wonder the music's cranked up in the Hong Kong Coliseum for that one. Outstanding play by the Italian. Pietrini.
Another pick up for Igonu. Oh, dear me. Well, Pietrini was convinced that Igonu was going to come through and hit that one, so instead of her hitting the pipe attack, she left it to Igonu. And you would, wouldn't you? You don't want to be knocked over by a unit coming to hit a ball. But it was the wrong decision.
So serve goes over to Japan.
New player on court for Japan, Osanai. They're going to see if she can make a difference. Italy just ticking over nicely, doing all the right things here.
So far back into the serving position.
Good work. That's definitely a tactic that Japan need to stick with. They've got to keep feeding the ball on to their right side of court, which is going to pressure the wing spikers, Pietrini and Bozzetti, in the Italian block. That's definitely where Japan need to be trying to create an overload.
So they win back the serve.
Well, Bozzetti's rotated too much in the air there, so clip that out down the sideline, say the officials. But Bozzetti says we want to challenge this, but I don't think she looks that convinced. So in or out will be the question asked, and Hawkeye will tell us whether it was or not. And that's why she didn't look convinced it was out. So Italy lose that challenge. Bozzetti with a quick apology to her teammates.
Slightly closer to the line than Igonu's one.
Yeah, it was a better
Didn't
challenge.
win either. Slightly better. Next time. Next time. Nakada looks on. The team 4 down in this second set.
Lovely swing from Pietrini. She knew that that was her set to hit. Now, that was one of those little moments in the set that I spoke about where Japan did have a chance, but unfortunately for them, Pietrini's put the ball away, and on we go. Igonu's back in the front line now because it's Malinov serving. Oh, dear me, and only one result. I think Danesi got most of that one. Monster block again from the big number 11.
So Malinov back to serve again.
Good pick up from Malinov. Igonu straight over the top, and the referee says you touched the net. Paola Igonu says no, I didn't. Danesi's not sure. Danesi's the voice of reason.
Yeah.
She's a bit like Chiricella, the captain. She'll come in and say to everybody, all right, let's calm down. Let's have a good look at this. Well, tricky to tell from that angle. The net definitely moved, but who touched it or didn't will remain a moot point if it's not challenged. Seiki then is off and Kurugo on. Now, Kurugo is not a setter. So basically, Japan going to play this next point without the setter on court by the looks of it. Someone else will have to do the job of the playmaker. It's tipped out by Igonu, and we're getting another phase where Japan can close the gap. 2 mistakes from Igonu in a row. Don't get that often. Free ball, Italy. Great pick up from Nabaya. No setter on court, remember, for Japan. Oh, brilliant. And this crowd so desperately wanted that ball to come back, but not this time. Now, you may have heard me mentioning free ball a few times. A free ball is when the ball is just passed over the net without any pressure. So it's not a hard attack, it's an easy ball to pass, and that means that the attacking side has carte blanche with the attack, all the attackers available, and an easy set for the setter to make.
So the second technical timeout as we hit 16 for Italy now. Egonu on 14 points, 11 on the attack. Made a couple of errors. They're in total control here. Italy, after their 3-1 win yesterday against the Netherlands.
Well, the player that is the key for Japan competing in this match remains their opposite spiker, number 11. And if Yuri Nabeya, who plays for the wonderfully named Denso Airibes in the Japanese V-League, can keep killing the ball like that, then they've got a chance, but it's a huge demand on her against this massive block. Well, having just featured her, she's lost her place on court temporarily, so a double substitution effected by Japan, which brings the backup setter into play. And a new opposite player on court, Kurogo. And effectively, Japan just flipping their rotation. They're going to try and keep 6 tall attacking players in the front court for 6 rotations, because they'll flip the substitution back when Sato gets to the front court. Good dig, Yamagishi. And a really nice block again. Denacy's not the most mobile of middle players, but when she reads where it's going, her technique in the way that she finishes the block is really good. It is Denacy to serve. Oh, Yamagishi, what a pickup. And Japan just will not let points go easily. That's why we love watching Japan play, because of that endeavour, particularly in the back line. Egonu's not happy. She has absolutely roasted that ball. Pietrini sorts it out nice and calmly, despite the best attentions of Ishii.
So timeout call by Nakada. You just know what you're going to get with Japan, don't you, Simon? It's just relentless, that constant line that just trickles along horizontally, whether it's for 3 sets or 5 sets, just the constant play. But as you say, not that change with that one big player to really make a difference.
Yeah, they come onto court and they're almost saying to the opposition, right, here's your exam paper for the day. Can you pass this or not? Because we ain't going away. This is where we're playing, and you've got to beat us. And at the moment, Italy doing a really good job.
Denacy on the serve then for Italy.
Free ball. Easy pass. All the attackers available. Only one result, and that's really how it should flow. Off an easy pass like that, it's basically a training session. It's like feeding the ball underarm over the net, when it's only going to come back with power.
Enjoying themselves, the Italians, in total control.
That's well played. Oh, that's unlucky. Not a great set from Malinov. Japan still with a chance. No, they mess it up. Easy retrieve for Bozzetti. Egonu. Dug again by Yamagishi. That is a really good head-to-head between those two. That's a nice battle down there on court. Egonu's edging it, but not without some resistance from the Japanese libero, and Kabata is back on court. It's not Yamagishi anymore, so substitution on the defensive position for Japan.
Twice Egonu has been denied.
couple of poor passes from Kurogu, but a decent kill there. But that sends number 13, Mai Okamura, back to serve. Egonu says in, officials say out, but Malinov, the setter, had a good look at that one, and she's asked Mazzanti to challenge. And the coach has gone with it. Interesting. So Italy have already lost a challenge in this set, so this is their second one. They don't want to lose this one.
This will be the one. After 2 near misses, losing the points.
It is the one.
It is the one. Third time lucky.
Spikers look at it, the attackers look at it with rose-coloured spectacles, because as far as they're concerned, they never miss anything.
Oh yeah, everything's in.
Yeah, but you need a sound head down there on court, and Malinov was the player as well that made the call.
Egonu on the serve, into the net.
Didn't go for a jump serve, stayed on the floor and still couldn't get it over. So that's not been a great part of her game here. Now here's the double substitution reversed. So Seiki comes back on for basically the opposite player that was substituted on. She will now play on the back court. Nabea comes back on for the substitute setter, so she's now in front court for 3 rotations. And that means 6 rotations with attackers in the front court for Japan. And unfortunately, Seiki letting the team down there.
Following Egonu in terms of the serve that didn't work. It's all in Italy's control though. 22 points. Another one.
It happens. Now and again it happens. And I've seen an entire rotation go through in an international match of serve errors. Coaches were pulling their hair out on the sideline.
Japan on the serve to restore. There we go. Good serve. In set-up, Egonu keeps it in play.
Well, Bozzetti working with Malinov, they only try one play. They try and run that as fast as they can to the wing. So Malinov's going to set it flat, fast and wide. Bozzetti will get in and try and beat the block.
So far now back into the serving position. A couple of points away from a second set victory.
Trying the line is she, but she was off balance and drifting there, which the Japanese players do. They try and jump into the air and move through the air, so it creates a problem for the blockers to fix, but it also makes the hit a little more unstable, which she's missed.
So, set point on their serve. Not to be. Not too fussed when you've got an 8-point cushion.
Yeah, plenty of chances to attack and win the set. That's providing Japan don't make a mistake. Nice pass from Bozzetti. Lovely flowing attack. And the 2 wing spikers there, along with Malinov, finishing the set off for Italy.
25-16, a second set win to back up their 25-21 first set win. Not only are Italy dominating this, but they're having a mighty good time doing it, Simon Golding. Relaxed, enjoying their volleyball. Such is the strength that Davide Manzanti has.
Yeah, and as long as Italy can remain in control, can keep their consistency and their level of play high, then I'm afraid for Japan it's going to be a very tricky day here in Hong Kong. And I think Italy are going to just walk through this one 3-0.
So all for the Japanese to do as we head towards the third set. And once again, 0-0, Simon. 0 blocks, 0 serves, and just 6 attacks for Japan.
Yeah, it's tough. They're not ticking the scoreboard over and keeping pressure on Italy, which effectively means they're not trading points with Italy all the way through the set. So Italy get their lead and just hang on to it. And even if Italy have a little bit of a problem area and they lose a few, it's not doing any damage. The only way Japan can affect pressure is to be level with Italy on the scoreboard, and then when they get a few decent serves away, they might be able to take the lead. But at the moment, Italy showing no signs of relenting, and really, Coach Mazzanti knows this should be over in 3. That's Italy's best player at the moment, as it so often is. But the opposite spiker scores a lot of points because they get a lot of sets and a lot of opportunities to attack. The fact that Egonu is putting everything away means that she's leading comfortably. She's the only player at the moment on both sides of the net in double figures.
So looking to seal this one out sooner rather than later, the Italian side.
And they would like to as well. They want to get away from this match early, maybe fit in another training session today and just have a look at how they're going to go into the big match against China.
Indeed. That's a good one. That's one to look forward to. Final Pool 9 match for Italy will be against the Olympic champions tomorrow. So it'll be exactly what the squad want. Nice and easy and straightforward in this match here today.
And an ace to open from Pietrini. Doesn't look like there's any changes down there on the Azzurri side of the court. We'll have to have a look at the Japan lineup in a moment to see whether Mikada has decided to substitute anybody in.
Serve stays with Pietrini. 7 points so far in this match. Oh, super block.
Yeah, new set, a new opposite on court for Japan. So Sato and the number 16, Aikorogo, is on. Bozzetti, though, shuts it down. Not a great start. We've also got Akutagawa as well, so a new middle player in for Japan. So 3 substitutions at the moment. It's a fine pick-up from Di Gennaro. Bozzetti just about gets it over. Ah. Wonderful. Nabaya spins it onto Malinov. Di Gennaro will go to Egonu, and Egonu can't get the hammer on that one. Well, brilliant rally that didn't look like it was going to finish. Fortunately for Japan, Italy touched the net.
And the crowd respond, understandably so, in the Hong Kong Coliseum. They enjoyed that one.
Nabaya bumping it wide for another really nice hit from Korogu. Can you see how she's hitting inside the ball? So she's spinning it away from her. Really good technique. And that's going to be a backline or back attack fault. So basically Egonu running from the back court must take off from behind the 3-meter line. And she's just stepped on or over the line there. Well spotted by the officials. So backcourt offense. Feet were fine this time. And that's what Italy do so well, out of system. And that makes up for the fact that sometimes their service reception can be fragile. Serbia are exactly the same, the team they played in the final. And with Boskovic in the opposite position, Serbia get themselves out of jail a lot on out-of-system plays.
So far to serve, Italy with the 1-point advantage, but make it now level at 3 points apiece.
Some encouraging signs here for Japan, early doors in set 3. Looking for the right balance of players out there on court. Akutagawa, the substitute middle blocker. I thought she played really well yesterday. And another wild one from Egonu. I wonder if Sorakaiti will be just trying to warm up so that the coach can see her. I'm ready, coach. if you need me.
Had the pace on it though, didn't it? Akutagawa did duck, so he didn't take a head off.
Yeah, so did the front line of the crowd.
Japan on the serve. As Simon said, looking good early doors in this third set. This is the one they have to win for the match to continue, of course.
But they're doing the right thing. They're trading points. So winning the attack, getting the serve, Italy then win the attack and get the serve back, and it will go back and forth like that. Japan have to stay with it all the way through to that last third. Easier said than done, of course, when Italy are so dominant at the net. Monster block from Bozzetti and Danesi. It's not always a block that happens off a big hit. Sometimes it's the timing off a tip. Bozzetti was up early but maintained her form in the air, reached over the net, shut the ball down. Good shot. Really good shot. And new setter on court, Meo Sato has realised that if she can hurry this ball up to the wing spikers for the super spikes, then Danesi isn't fast enough. Just couldn't get out there in time, and Egonu is isolated. Good finish, and a first block for Japan in the match. Well done, Yuki Ishii. A real feather in their cap. Monster block from Japan, timeout called by Italy.
So the fight is being shown by the Japanese. Is this the turning point to keep this match alive? So a lively start by the Italians in this third set.
I'm really enjoying this match. I just love the ebb and flow of this game. It's wonderful when the ball is in play. Either team is making super attacks, great defence. Yeah, nice kill from Egonu, and Italy needed that because Italy are going through a little bit of a delicate phase at the moment with their service reception. So they need Egonu to sort a few out.
Bozzetti serves. Oof. Oh, wonderful pickups by the Japanese. A little tip over as well for the point. Starting to go the way of the Japanese here. The variation.
Well played, Coach Nikado. She's got the right players on court at the moment.
Through the hands of Egonu. So Japan keep the serve. 1 point ahead in this third set. Egonu couldn't nail that one. But Japan can.
Well, further reminder of just how adaptable this Japanese team is. So Nabeya has come out of the opposite spiker position. Kurogo has taken over, and Nabeya has been transferred over to the wing spiker position with Ishii. Good thinking from the Japanese coach, and it's working.
So the first technical timeout of set 3, and Japan have a 2-goal advantage. A little bit of a spring in their step now. Takumi Nakada's side, but the key is to capitalise and continue. And Silla in the middle of his shot, not being used yet today for the Italian side. Playing really well yesterday. We'll see if she's even needed. Swinging her arms, the height, the wingspan, the athleticism. Somebody that stands 1.93 meters tall. So Japan. Let's continue the momentum. They have a 2-goal lead, a lead which they haven't had until this third set. Can they capitalise on it? Egonu, understandably, has other ideas and puts another point.
Well, a towering spike. It's comprehensive. She's hit a couple of these today. One blocker to beat. She's gone over the top anyway, and between the defenders. Good work, though. Japan doing what they have to do, trading. Just keep winning the point back. Keep that scoreboard ticking over.
So Japan with a 2-point lead on their serve.
Brilliant.
Oof.
That's a lashing spike from far. And she's a lot quicker than Danesi into the net, so she gets up into the air. She's actually almost airborne as the setter touches the ball, which means the opposite blocker has to decide, are they going to go with her or are they going to stay on the floor? If they don't go with her, that happens. Egonu's getting pretty frustrated at the service line. Just can't seem to find her rhythm. Normally one of the stronger parts of her game. Egonu is blocked. And look at that reaction from the Japanese players at the net. Akutagawa gets the shutdown on Egonu. And not surprisingly, it's a monster block. Well, in fact, it was Nabea that got a piece of it as well. Now, Japan trying to hurry things up here. Pietrini over-rotates and snaps the ball out on the sideline. There won't be a challenge here. Italy are in trouble.
Oh, they're flustered, that's for sure. The world silver medalists need to get a little bit of composure back. Zanti pacing around, calling that timeout.
Now, the pros know 2-point advantage you can win a set with. 3-point advantage, that's a nice cushion. 4 points, you really should see it over the line. The only saving grace for Italy here is that we are mid-phase in this set, so there's still plenty of opportunity for them to come back into it. But they've got to chip away at those 4 points. Nabea makes it 5. Very good work from Japan.
Feels she's having a real influence on this match, Nabea.
Well, she's been transferred to the left side of court and it's working. Changes for Italy. Not surprised to see that one. Sorakaiti in. And Pietrini cannot put the ball away. Nabea. Off pace, easily read by Gennara. And the over on 2 from Malinov sorts it out. Italy not out of the woods yet, though. First decent chance in this match for Japan to make an impact. First time they've had a good lead to work with.
Pietrini.
Oh, and far with the roof block. And she just pinged that straight off of the defender's head. Sometimes the harder you hit it, the harder it comes back. And Akutagawa didn't know much about that. Lovely shot. Good serve. Oh, this is brilliant. Pietrini's woken it up again. She's looked very happy on that pipe attack from the back line. And gets the luck as well. Net ace for Pietrini. And the damage nearly repaired. Timeout Japan, and they've used that timeout just to try and stop Pietrini's run here.
It's a run that's brought them back to just 1 point behind the Japanese team.
Well, we've had these runs of points for Italy all the way through the match, but generally speaking, Italy have had those runs while they were been ahead, so it's made it even more impressive. Now they needed that run of points to get themselves back in the set, and it's happened. Despite the fact that Japan is still up, it's Japan now that are in trouble.
Pietrini continues to serve.
It's in. Di Gennaro saving her team the requirement of a challenge by just letting them know that that was a good spike. Pinpoint accuracy here, right into the corner. And Nabair gets a net ace. 3-point cushion restored. Japan with a really good bounce back run of play.
Ace rings round the Hong Kong Coliseum. They're up to 8 points now. 7 on the attack.
Yeah, time for the skipper to come in.
Yep. Captain Chiricella on the court. Great game yesterday. Looking now to make an impact and lead a team back in this third set.
Oh, incredible, but a free ball for Italy. On the slide, Chiricella. Been sat on the bench for 2.5 sets and then comes on and does that. Great impact, but what a pickup. Sato makes the dig. Kuroga makes sure it stays in play, but Italy still finish it. Tight one. Good save from Japan. They get the free ball. Well, it's out on the sideline. But if Kuroga thinks this touched the block, then Japan need to challenge. And they're going to. I heard 2 noises there, so we'll have to see. Well, it's not a touch on the block. They're going ball in, ball out for the challenge. I think that's a riskier challenge. Kabata seems confident. And that's why. Really, really good challenge from this Japanese team under pressure.
And just at the right time as well, with that 1-point advantage. Once again, the words are being spoken.
Score's not quite caught up yet, as the second official's pointing out in the stadium, so technical timeout arrives. 3-point advantage arrives for Japan.
So some runs of play are going their way. Ishii on 10 points, 9 from attacks.
Yeah, she's been a great introduction into the game, the 28-year-old who plays with the Hisamitsu Springs Club. 1 meter 80 tall, 176th cap today. She spikes at 305, so by no means way up there above the net. But she gets up there and hits a really good ball, but it's the wrist control. She hits around the ball, she hits over it, she hits under it, she does whatever she has to do to manoeuvre the ball past the block. Really clever player. And when you factor in her service reception as well, I think Ishii is probably the most complete wing spiker that Japan have at the moment. Igonu off. That's a feather in Japan's cap. That's great stuff.
Tracksuit top on. No imminent return for Igonu at the moment. So Japan have seen off Igonu. And they're looking to see off this third set to stay in this match here.
Di Gennaro goes Sorakaiti. Sorakaiti whacks it off the block. There is no respite, is there? let's replace our world-class opposite spiker with another world-class opposite spiker. What a luxury for Italy. Good scramble from Japan again. De Gennaro's on it. It's coming back. No. Oh. Pietrini just rushed at that one. Japan doing all the right things here. Lovely turn from Bozzetti to try and continue the play. Kurogu.
Oh, second time of asking.
That's the one element of Danesi's game that just means that she's maybe not as good as she could be. That ball should have been thumped away. If that had been Farr or Chiricella on the overpass, they'd have both murdered that, but Danesi just decided to volley it instead. Italy get away with it. And a follow-up block from Pietrini is pretty impressive. Italy go again. And this might be the decisive push from the Azzurri. Lovely blocking technique from the 19-year-old on Okumura on the slide.
Bozzetti again.
Oh, dear me. Well covered, Nabaya. And a miss from Ishii. Just singing her praises, and she's missed it.
Mazzanti on the sidelines, enjoying that one. He really was. They stand so close to the court, don't they? The coaches. But he's feeling the comeback here for his Italian side. 17 points apiece.
Nice work. Ishii, though, doesn't back off. And this time, a bit of space created with a really good set from Sato. Danesi under pressure, jumps with the wrong player, can't get out wide. That's a hammer of a spike from Sorakaiti. She's a brilliant player. Signals being given out by Sato, just letting the players know where she wants them to run for the attacks. Good finish from the number one for Italy. Pipe attack, beautifully hit. That's a really, really good play from Japan. And an impressive kill from Kurogo, the Toro Arrows opposite player. Good test this for the Italians in the third set.
Okumura.
Pressure for Italy. Pietrini sorts it out this time. Not had the best of it in front court, the young number 14 for Italy. That was a really good kill. Italy need a point on their serve.
19 apiece as well.
Sorakaiti that could do it. No, and just like Igonu, she's not firing.
Just when her teammates wanted to, you know, deliver one.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. Not firing on that occasion, Sorakaiti.
Pietrini forced to play it again. I think that was going out, but it doesn't matter. She's found some rhythm in front court. Pietrini looking very good. And it can sometimes be just the way the rotations work out, so she's got a slightly weaker block up against her. And she's making full use of it. Full marks to Japan, though, still trading away down there on the floor. Good touch from De Gennaro. Chiricella funnels it to the net. Free ball, Japan. Great pick up, De Gennaro again. Lucky it's a high ceiling. Oh, but Sorakaiti gets the ball, shoved straight back into her face. Super block from Akutagawa. Monster block from Japan alongside Ishii. Sorakaiti will not like that. Great point for Japan.
Nabea.
Brilliant. Fast and furious to the outside for Bozzetti, and when they get that set right, the blockers are stranded. Italy still need a point though. Japan doing very, very well in this set, just to keep ticking the scoreboard over. Oh, there it is. And it's Malinov that's done the job. Everyone getting into it. And this really was a monster block from a player that doesn't get a lot of blocks. Super effort from Malinov.
So Japan call a timeout with Italy 1 point ahead in this third set. Remember the decisive set, this one. This will tidy it up nicely for the Italians. They can have a 3-0 victory over the Japanese. But Japan, as we know they do, just keep on going, absolutely relentless. Some super play from them. And they're going to need it now with Italy only being 3 points away from winning this match here at the Hong Kong Coliseum. Here we go, Captain Fantastic, Chiricella with the serve.
Oh, superb. 2 blocks in a row from Malinov. You would have seen Sato just draw the wing spiker in to try and open up the cross court. And Malinov read it like a book. Great shot from our net cam.
Point 1, serve stays with Chiricella.
Brilliant set. Superb work from Sato. Great dig from Kabata. She can't kill it though. Italy though have to feed a free ball over. She again, lovely line shot. Terrific effort from Japan to just keep that ball in play and finally get the kill.
The crowd in the Hong Kong Coliseum definitely behind this Japanese team, wanting this match to continue, appreciating the play that the Japanese are putting in here to keep this match alive. It's on their serve. 1 point down.
Good pass from Bozzetti, taking responsibility. It's not down. Free ball though, Italy. Danesi again, this time gets it away. Good setting option from Malinov. We saw her do this a couple of times yesterday. Reused the same player, and that's just as much of a deception as a big combination attack.
So the hard work being put in by the Japanese, but it's match point for the Italians. On their serve.
Good pick up. Italy go again. Danesi can't get it in the corner. Kabata, amazing. Oh, this is phenomenal. Nabea gets in on the defense. This should be it, though. Italy for the game. Sodakaiti, and it's all over.
Sodakaiti puts the final nail in the coffin for Japan. Made a couple of errors this game, not as on fire as she was yesterday, Sodakaiti, but it was set up wonderfully well for her. Oh, the pickups and the defensive effort from Japan just couldn't be rewarded. And look at what it means to Sodakaiti. And that's it, 3-0. They disposed of Japan as quickly as they were hoping for to set themselves up, as we said, for that big match tomorrow against China.
Yeah, when we see them play China tomorrow, Italy, that will be the game that tells us just how much of a challenge they're going to be able to mount in Tokyo. I think Italy are amongst the gold medal favourites for the Olympic Games next year. I think that performance underlines it for me. That was a brilliant game from the Italians.
It was a brilliant game, 25-21, 25-16, and the final set, 25-22. As Italy doing exactly what they needed to do. a good performance. Wasn't to be a 5-setter here today, but Italy were just too strong for the Japanese. Let's have a look back on some of the super highlights and the win for Italy. So the big main statistic is it was 3-0 to Italy in this match against Japan. And after a couple of 0-0s on the Japan side for the blocks and the serve, they did get some blocks and serve, Simon. But look at the opponent errors as well. Italy just too strong today.
Yeah, Italy were fantastic, and a lot of Japan's points came from Italy's direct errors. So if Italy had cut those out, then we'd have probably been done and dusted, including showers, in about 45 minutes. Good performance from Italy. They look frighteningly strong.
So confirmation then of the scores so far. And what's coming up later today, Netherlands against China. China going for their 6th win in a row. And potentially another 3-0 setter against the Netherlands. And of course the matches tomorrow to end this Pool 9 Week 3 of the VNL. So the standings so far then, let's look at the top 8. Turkey still flying high. Italy still just that one loss against the USA. That seems a long time ago now that Italy actually did lose a match. And they're on 21 points along with Turkey. And then the bottom 8 of these 16 teams, Bulgaria didn't manage to get that win earlier this afternoon. And the Netherlands still just the 2 wins from the 7 that they've played. So the halfway point then in this Women's Nations League. From myself, Catherine Merry, and Simon Golding, thanks for being part of the game.